You know, I'm 54, she's 17. It's like, what? So she starts saying, hey, were you offended by us kissing? And nobody, and then this man says, wait, do you two not even know each other? And he goes, you shouldn't have said anything. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get the shit knocked out of me day 2 on the bus. So eventually, she says, I said, hey, you stopped. She goes, what did you say to me? I go, you stopped. So she turns and grabs her boyfriend's face, kisses him. Immediately, I turn into a 17-year-old teenager. I go, you go, girl. And she does this to me for the remainder of the bus ride. And then she got off still doing like, oh my God, I can never take the 5 o'clock bus again. And I haven't, because she will stab me. So another thing on the bus I've realized is I'm on the bus very early on, day 1, day 2. And I'm listening to the recording that comes on. Does anybody here take the bus besides you? Okay. Does anybody take the bus?
I took the bus before.
Okay, good. You will understand what I'm saying. So, my exit, where I get off, is the Sabre Springs Panasquitas Transit Station. If you have a speech impediment, that is a whole lot of S's, right? So I'm on the bus. I've already been fucked with the night before with the teenage chick. And this is what I hear. You are now approaching the Sabre Springs Panasquitas Transit Station, where you can attempt to get on other bus rides. And I'm like, am I on camera? Which it reminded me of a time when I worked at a company where I worked with a girl, and I know she's not here tonight because I haven't seen her in 20 years. Her name was Travis. Her name was Travis Lopez. And at the company I worked for, it was the literature services department in which she worked for. And she was proud of her speech impediment. Proud. And I would call several times a day just to hear it. Because this is what it sounded like. Travis Lopez, Literature Services, how can I assist you? Well, eventually she figured out it was me. And I'm at lunch, and she goes, Mary Seth, I know it's your afternoon. I'm going to call your supervisor and tell her there's no way you're completing your assignments. And I said, hey, Travis. So enough of that. So everybody like Christmas songs like I do? I love them. I would play them all year round. But there's this one that bothers me. It's called Bring Me the Figgy Pudding. Does anybody know it? Yeah, it's weird. Bring me the figgy pudding and bring it right now. So I'm not eating no dessert called figgy pudding. And how about you get some manners? And how about you fat fuck get it yourself? That's what I'm thinking. It must be an old song because I'm 54, I've never seen figgy pudding. I don't ever want to see it. So I have 2 teens. I've been married 20 years. Honey, you there? Yeah. Okay, so he's there. And so I have 2 teenagers, 17 and 15. And we have a 1-bathroom home for the 4 of us. It's been incredible these last. Why? I know, right? It's crazy. So I kept my kids in diapers till they were like 5 or 6. But in our house right now, if somebody's in the shower, we've got kind of like you can hide what you're doing in the shower. Somebody can come in and pee. Like, so if my husband's showering, my daughter can pee and I can brush my teeth. It's great. It's fantastic. Well, everything changes when my daughter has her monthly menstrual. So yesterday she knocks on the door and my husband's in the shower, brushing my teeth, and she goes, I got a transaction to make. It's like, oh, is that what we're calling it? So anyhow, we worked it out. So like another time, like my son is so obsessed with Xbox, anything to do with a computer. So one day my daughter walked out. he has earphones on. It's louder. I can't even hear the TV. And she walks out and says, hey, Mikey, I need to talk to Mama. It's private. And he goes, is this about your vagina? It was. My son, he's always throwing stuff out at me. Like, okay, here's another story, because nobody's blinking for me to stop. I'm going to go on all day. Go, girl! So one time, Mikey had been, my son, who's ADHD. Anybody ADHD in the crowd? Yeah. Anybody got it from the mama? Okay. So anyhow, he's at a party for like 16 hours. I'm like, fuck, I should check in. It's been a while. But I don't want to blow it, because we're having a good time at home. So I call him, and somebody answers on his phone and says, hello. I said, Mikey? He goes, yeah. I didn't sound like him. I said, Mikey? He goes, yeah. I go, Mikey, is this you? He goes, Mama, I know my own voice. Yes, it's me. So kind of fucked up, but kind of funny. Okay, I don't even know if anybody's here. Oh, okay, good. Okay, so let me think about another one. Okay, here's another good one. Okay, hopefully I can do it in a minute. So when Mikey was in first grade, very tiny. So when I say very tiny, he had very tiny poops. Okay, everybody just remember that. So one day, he gets on his medication for ADHD, and he's waiting for me after school. He's doing this, like, come here. I go, what? With his sister. And I go, what? He goes, a poop fell out of my pants. And I said, okay, well, let's go to the car and discuss this. So we go to the car. Have you heard this? Oh, you're right. So we go to the car, and I go, Mikey, what happened? He goes, well, I was on recess, and it just fell out. Now, I know the medicine was messing with him, his ADHD messing. So I said, well, what did you do? He goes, I picked it up and put it in my pocket. Fantastic. First poop, first tooth, whatever. So my daughter, who's, just a few years older, goes, Mikey, you should have just let it go because people think it was a cat or a dog. And he thinks, he goes, you know what? I'll do that next time. Oh, motherfucker, there won't be a next time. So then he's thinking about it, he sticks his hand in his pocket and goes, hey!